Hi everybody, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. I have a pretty diverse list. So first things first, have you seen the sidewalk? I'm so excited that that sidewalk on East Main Street is finally done, and I'm sure everyone that lives over there or travels through there is glad that it's done too. But it is just already such an incredible improvement to that area safety-wise. So thank you to everyone that's kind of bared with us through this project, and to all of our city team that has invested so much time in completing the wall, completing the project. That one is going to be one that lasts a lifetime of impact, positive impact for everyone in that area. So it looks amazing. If you haven't seen it, you probably won't get as excited as I do about a sidewalk, but drive by and take a look. The last of our kind of road work is finishing up for the year, so you'll see us doing some pavement patches. We did some this week. I think they come back again around the 7th perhaps. So we'll be doing pavement cuts. So where you see signs in the road next week, please slow down because those are going to be deeper cuts potentially. And then the patching will come and complete those patches for the season. Election. So I have a lot of election information because obviously we have a big election coming up next Tuesday. So registration ends on Friday. So if you are looking to register before the election, on election day, registration ends on Friday. And beyond that, you'll have to register at the polling location on election day. In either event, you're going to need proof of residency. So if you're interested in registering, do so by Friday. And if you can't get there by Friday and need to register at the polling location on Tuesday. In-person absentee voting also ends on Friday at 4:30. So the gist here is that you can't do registering or in-person voting on Monday. So everything kind of pre-election ends on Friday and then picks back up, obviously, on election day. You have to have your photo ID on election day to vote. Bringit.wisconsin.gov has a really good amount of information if you're wondering if you have the correct photo ID or how to get one. And then you can also check your polling location. So please do this. I try to bop around to each of the polling locations during the day, and I always undoubtedly hear people say that they're at the wrong polling location. So you can help yourselves out by going to our website or going to myvote.wisconsin.gov. Or if you don't want to do either of those internet options, you can always call the clerk's office and we will look it up for you so that you know exactly where to go on election day. Badger books. I've mentioned this before, but if you do vote at City Hall, Badger books are going to be kind of piloted here at City Hall for implementation. Again, this is an electronic version of the poll book. It is not connected to the internet, and the voting process beyond that remains the same. So this is just that signature page that you would be doing electronically. And then, I just feel like I say it on Tuesday all day long, but I'm going to say it and encourage you all to do the same. Our election workers, while they are nominally paid, are there for long hours and are stepping away from their lives and their day jobs potentially, all to ensure that we have the opportunity to vote in these elections. So please thank the poll workers. I thank you all, and please be kind to them. They are doing a really important job, and they are doing it to the best of their ability. And I think it's just really important that we are kind and compassionate and just gracious in having the opportunity to vote in the manner that we do. So we will undoubtedly have posts, I'm sure, over the weekend on our social media about all this information too. So if you didn't catch it, watch our page for more. Before I finish up, we still are in need of some election workers. So these are people that do like our greeting or kind of assist with moving people throughout the polling location. So if you are interested in working, please get in touch with our city clerk, Megan. Her phone number, you can call City Hall. Her phone number and email are also on our Facebook page and the city website if you aren't a social media user. Budget. So another very important topic. So we have been working through the budget since I think like July internally. And then like September and October, we do a lot of work at committee. I was looking back through my notes and I actually started talking about the budget in August in a public manner. We started making decisions around our goals, around the staffing salary adjustments, around our borrowing limits. So all of that pre-work has happened in a public manner, going all the way back to like mid and late summer. But it isn't complete yet. So we will have our budget public hearing on November 15th. And I'm mentioning this now because it'll give you some time to check out the budget, which is available on the city website, for you to determine if you want to participate in that public hearing process. I would encourage you to. So it is on November 15th here at City Hall. We will be going through some AV renovations during this period of time, but I am reassured that we will have all of the AV that we need. So I can also tell you that you'll be able to attend virtually. The safest bet obviously is always to be in person, but we should have a virtual option for you as well. So budget public hearing and discussion, November 15th. The Riverside Park bathrooms. So I had said maybe a few months ago we bid out the project, and sadly we did not receive any bids. So it makes it really difficult to construct a bathroom. However, kind of as the season has winded down, the construction season, and the weather is staying, at least knock on wood for now, fairly favorable, we are hoping that we'll be able to get some of the water main and demolition work done. So you may end up seeing work happening there. It really is just in an effort to prep the site so that we will be putting it back up for bid, I think, in December, hoping that we can get on people's radars and get that project constructed before that spring, summer season really gets into full swing. Another project update is about the town square. So we were hoping originally to have the town square open at the end of October. We ran into a pretty substantial issue with railing, and we had kind of an outstanding issue with an electrical component inside of an electrical box that in my mind is like this big and was taking forever to arrive. We found out this week that both are on time and maybe even coming early. So we should have that electrical component pretty quickly here, and then the railings are scheduled to arrive in a couple of weeks. All this to say we should be able to kind of unofficially, officially open the town square this month in November, which is exciting. Next week is Veterans Day on Friday, and I would love to invite each and every one of you to join me and many others who attend in the veteran organizations that organize these events to Turner Hall at 11 a.m. So on Friday, Turner Hall, 11 a.m. is a Veterans Day ceremony facilitated by the veterans organization in the community. And then on Thursday, the 10th, if you're interested, there's also a veterans lunch at the Senior and Community Center. So if you're interested in that, just give a call down to the Senior and Community Center. On the recreation front, you've probably seen the advertisement for the Christmas tree lighting. I love this event. It's always one of my favorites, even though I think we just started it last year. But it was such a good community event last year. I'm looking forward to it again this year. So fingers crossed, November 17th has perfect weather for that tree lighting. We are going to have refreshments. The Watertown Carolers, who are fantastic, are going to perform. It should be a really nice way to kick off the holiday season. We're advertising for those large ornaments. That was a really unique aspect to our community tree last year. So please just go onto Rec Desk or the Park and Rec Facebook page, figure out how to get an ornament, get it decorated, and we'll get it on the tree. We are also planning a lot of events for the school closure around Thanksgiving, which is something that we've brought in these last few years, and I think it's a really nice offering for the community when schools are closed. So the Park and Rec has a really nice list of all the events that they're doing during that week. Things like a stuffing and cranberry contest, fall family bingo, learning how to use basics of crafting with yarn from some experienced crafters. There's a gingerbread house, gingerbread cookie, or gingerbread man ornament day as well. There's a lot of different opportunities. So if you are looking for events to do while school is out over Thanksgiving, I'd encourage you to check those out. We are offering the babysitting training course, which always fills up really quickly, so I'm mentioning it now, so get registered for that. And then the Park and Rec is also working with Watertown High School to offer intramural basketball to high school students at a cost of $20 per player. On the library front, this weekend, actually, on the 5th, there is going to be Read, Rhythm, and Rhyme. This is for ages like 3 to 5. It's some dance combined with literacy. And then the teen drop-in is on November 9th. And I think the event for that week is Chocolate Acorns, which sounds kind of cool. That's for ages like 11 to 18. On the jobs front, we are still looking for an IT coordinator. We're recruiting for firefighter paramedics and police officers, and then a curbside garbage and recycling team member. And a newer one is our public works project manager position. And on the part-time front, library assistant, crossing guards, we still need them. And then we're hiring lifeguards and some of our recreational seasonal staff as well. So it is going to, I think, start to get a little bit cooler and a little bit rainy, but a little not. So there's still an opportunity to enjoy the community this weekend. The Storybrooke Trail has a really good story. We rode the Interurban, and it was a really amazing ride. Watertown Tourism has a really nice list of all the different holiday fairs that are starting, and they are indeed starting this weekend. I know that the Main Street program is advertising for Women's Only weekend that comes up in a few weeks. And then if you decide to get out this weekend and prepare your holiday lights, please be aware that The Deck the House competition that runs throughout the county for Christmas lights has new categories this year, and they're on Watertown Tourism's Facebook page. And then lastly, something that I thought would be interesting and perhaps uplifting to all of us is there's going to be a Packers history presentation at the library this weekend too. So a lot of opportunity to enjoy the community this weekend. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back next week.